So irritated. I'm trying to do this YouTube stuff, still trying to have my kids have some fun for the summer. Um, but I decided to jump on here right now because I'm dealing with some stuff with this homeowners association where I live at, and they banned not long story short because I'm about to tell y'all the whole story, but they banned my kids from the pool. There are rules for the pool. A lot of stuff was different this year. That there was no lifeguards there. It's basically like swim at your own risk. They have somebody sitting there signing people in to make sure it is residents that's going to the pool, which is okay. But and my kids, we was there from the day that they opened. We was going. I was still pregnant, so I was there with them. But once I had my baby, my mom came up so they can still be able to go. Um, there was a resident that stated that one of my kids called her son a name. I guess he's on the spectrum. She was talking about my son Luciano, my 9-year old, um, called him out his name, which I'm not that parent to say not my child, but I know my kids. And he wouldn't have did that, but the day that she stated he said that, he wasn't even there. I was in labor. Actually, I was being discharged from the hospital on Sunday, June 19th, Father's Day. My bad, my phone fell. So they, she stated that that happened on Sunday when they never even was at the pool because I was getting discharged from the hospital. So that's a lie. But on Tuesday when my children was there towards the end of the pool, mind you, the person leaves from watching the pool at 6 o'clock. So, but the pool's still open till 8. My kids went with my mom to the pool, just the older ones. So it was no, my 3 younger ones was not there. Um, the older ones, and they were playing loud with other kids from the complex and screamed. They do have rules and stuff like no profanity, no horseplay, no like regular pool rules, which I agree with for safety, no running, no stuff like that. So that's fine. But they said that my kids was being aggressive, being loud, and and assaulted a resident. They was the 2 things on the letter that why my children were being banned for the rest of the season. But I don't understand how that is. That okay? First part is y'all banned them. Didn't even notify me. Didn't tell me. Didn't ask. Didn't do an investigation. Didn't do anything. It didn't even send me a letter. I'm written, so they sent it to my landlord. Cool. We didn't find out we couldn't go to the pool until they was able to go back to the pool the following day with my mom, and they turned them around. Okay. So then I end up getting a letter from my landlord telling him to email what they emailed him. So I reached out, and then another thing is y'all didn't do the investigation. I said they didn't do the investigation. They didn't. But if y'all did and y'all find my kids to still had did something wrong, and it was because of screaming, because my kids ain't assault anyone. But if it was because of screaming or foul play or this, what happened to the other kids that they were playing with? Why that family didn't get banned? Why was it just my children who were banned from the pool? They were playing with other children, and other children wasn't quiet. And other adults that was at the pool did say that they were loud as well. Like the lady that complained about my children, that said that my son called the name, and it said that they assaulted her, and she's the one that put this complaint in, and nobody else got in trouble if the problem was being loud. Other residents that was there was like they was loud, but they weren't hurting nobody. It was no cursing. My kids don't curse. They don't do anything. It wasn't nothing that children don't do. It's a pool. They were screaming, ready, set, go. They were playing a game, Marco Polo, stuff like that, and they are loud. They're having fun. Anyway, so that's everything that is in my argument, because I did write a letter. I wrote an email, and I just felt as though that we're being discriminated against. One, because of our race, because where I live is predominantly white people, and secondly, because I'm a renter, not a homeowner. And I tried to get them to see my point of view, see if I can talk to someone. I didn't get an update. I reached out again, and now I got an update, and they still felt as though that we they're going to keep our privileges away from us for the remainder of this season. Mind you, I just had 3 birthdays in August that I would have went to the pool with the kids or whatever, and I couldn't do that because we were blocked. And I would have had beach vacations, but I just had a baby. I'm not taking him in this heat wave to no beach or anything. This is why you have a pool in your complex. This is why these things are here. And I understand the rules, and I understand if this is broken, it needs to be consequences. But my children didn't do anything. Then there's no one even coming to find out. If I got like 5 other people in this complex that's speaking on the behalf of my kids, but they're not reaching out to them. They just took this lady word that this is what my children did. And then not even 2 days later, an incident happened at the pool that she called the same lady called the cops on a kid that happened to be African American, and he was there with his parent practicing how to like parallel park. A teenager just got his permit, and they using the parking lot, and he parked next to her car. She had a fit. Supposedly, it is hearsay because I wasn't there, but the whole complex, cops and everything was there. Cops like ain't nothing, like they didn't even do anything. They like nothing happened to your car. They looking at her like, but she targeting these people. She's targeting my kid. She's targeting that kid. He didn't do anything, and there's nothing being, no one's being like held, no one's being held responsible, or at least just do an investigation. Talk to me. Nobody even talked to me to say anything, or like I'm so frustrated. Is wearing me out a little bit. Like I feel bad for my kids because like I said, my kids are good kids. My kids are good kids. They don't bother nobody. They always smiling. The people in the complex like them. It's people here that literally that homeowners that been here for years that's willing to vouch for my kids and say that they weren't in the wrong. And I don't understand if they see a pattern with this other resident with this, like, why would y'all jump to that conclusion without even performing a correct investigation? So I just don't know what I should do. I don't know what I can do. Like, do I get an attorney? Do I raise hell? Like, I don't want to be ratchet out here. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do, because I still got to live here. I'm not, like, I don't want to bring nothing on my landlord. Like, I want to make sure I go about this stuff the right way, but I don't want to stay quiet, because initially I wasn't going to say nothing. I just sent the letter probably a week and a half ago, because at the end of the day, I needed to speak up for my children. And because at first I was like, fuck it, we just do it next year. I'm going to do this. Like, I'll take it. But I can't even take my kids nowhere. I can't take them nowhere because it's been a heat wave. It's summertime. I have a newborn. That's not their fault. There's a pool right here that they should be able to use. And, all right, if they messed up, y'all got to take that. And my kids, they know. Yeah, I punish them. I take stuff away from them when they not doing the correct thing, a chore not done or something. They know what it is to do something, and like I'm just so frustrated. I'm so frustrated, and it's not fair, because if that's the case, other families should have got banned. Then if my kids did so much of screaming and stuff like that, I feel as though that it shouldn't have just been my family that was banned. That it's horrible. They got a neighbor's day coming up. We won't be able to be a part of that. Like, it's so frustrating. I feel so bad for my kids, and I feel like I can't do anything, and my kids know I'm one to make stuff happen, and I feel like I can't make nothing happen for them. Like, this is horrible. And just do the investigation. Give us a fair shot. You're not even. And then, okay, so after they got my long-winded letter, because I put that I felt discriminated against, I put all that. Everything I'm telling y'all, I put it. I said at least do an investigation. I'm begging and pleading. I wasn't ratchet or nothing. I didn't get back. When I emailed, they said they still don't want to give us back our privileges. So now I responded, well, like, I'm not going to give up. I don't want to wait till next season. Now they're inviting me to a board meeting next month. The pool gonna be closed. The pool gonna be closed. Like, that's not fair. My kids got school in a week or two. Like, this, like, it's crazy. And I just don't understand how that's just the final decision without even taking the steps. Like, I have an attorney. I have an attorney. Do I go ahead and call him to make sure, see if our rights were, like, if I got anything to stand on? Like, do I have an argument? Do I, like, cause I truly feel like this. Can't nobody tell me what, not, like, not to feel like that. That's not the case. What else is it? What is the case then? That I'm a renter? That's discrimination. If I, because we're black. Like, what is the situation that y'all can't even do an investigation? Like, this is where I don't understand. Like, and then if y'all was gonna talk about this at this board meeting, why wasn't I invited to that board meeting? If I was gonna be a topic of it. And I understand board meetings can be for homeowners and all that, but you just invited me for one that's after the fact. So why couldn't I been a part of that one? A simple email. We're having this and they're going to discuss your situation. Would you like to be a part of this thing so you can let them know how you're feeling? So you can ask them to do this. Give them. It was the people that I'm talking about. They gave me their name, their address, and their phone number so these people could reach out. And these are people that I don't know. I don't talk to nobody here. It's not like this my friend because they live here. They live on the other side of the complex. They was willing. That lady got, one of the moms got my phone number before I even knew, before we was even banned. She called me to tell me about the situation for me to make sure not to react or like punish my kids or something if I was to hear that they were being disrespectful, because she wanted to vouch for them. So that lady, did she get questioned? Did she get questioned? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's so, it's bad. It's bad, and I don't know what to do. Like, I want I want to scream. I want to curse somebody out. I want someone to hear me. And where I'm at, it looked like the only way that people going to hear me is if I go Karen on people. I need to speak to a manager. I need an attorney. Like, I have a BF. You know what BF is? A bitch fit. So I'm gonna end this video here. I'm gonna let y'all know what happens when I reach out to my attorney. I'm going to pull the rules and regulations. I'm gonna get the letter that they sent me, the letter I sent them. I have my email, all the emails. Like, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. Even if it takes me all the way to the end of the season, we still ain't get in. But I'm not gonna stay quiet. I'm not gonna do that. Not when it comes to mine. Like, that's like, y'all gotta show me something. Show me that the fuck they don't need to be in. They deserve to be banned. Like, no, 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 no. Not just not taking it. That's not what I'm gonna do. So thanks for listening. Appreciate you guys, and see you probably tomorrow. Have a good night. Love you. Bye.